open. Now they have to wait. They're in line to go dump, so they have to wait on each other. As you can see, this scale is open. I'm going to pull on it, weigh in. I do have shavings or sawdust, so I am going to scale in and go dump. There's a kiosk right here to the left that I'm going to get out and scan my paperwork, put my BOL number in, truck number, all of that great stuff, and go to the back. So give me a few minutes. So I just tried scanning my paperwork in to go to the back and dump, and when I scanned the gate pass, it told me that it was too many trucks in the back. Now, this mill only allowed 2 trucks for shavings in the back at one time, unless something is going on and there's only 1 truck. So there's only 2 trucks allowed in the back, and there's 2 trucks back there already. So now I just have to wait until a truck comes out and I can get back out and go scan my pass and enter my information in, and I can go to the back and dump. But until then, I have to wait on another truck to scan out, and then I'll be able to scan in. And sometimes you know what's a shavings truck when you look at the trailers, and a lot of times, or sometimes, they get on the radio, the CB radio, and say what they have or what they were carrying. So now we just have to wait and see if someone comes out. And I don't know if you can see, but it's a truck going up in the air now. So now I know by looking at this and seeing this truck go up in the air, I know it's a blue truck. So when this truck comes around, if it's not another truck already coming around, but we'll see. But as of now, I see this truck going up in the air that's dumping shavings, and I know when I see this truck come out, I can scale in and go back there successfully and dump. You can still see it go up in the air. You can see the shavings coming out the back of it. So yeah, once this truck finishes and drive around, which it is kind of like a process because the speed limit is 5 miles per hour. So, and it's a little ways. So I'll be waiting for a little while. The truck is still up in the air. And with the shavings, we keep the truck in the air for a while to make sure we get empty, because it takes the shavings a while to come out of our trailer. It's a light that's by the dump that goes green when the trailer is empty, and a lot of us just like step off to the side and just look at the back of the trailer. You can see the shavings come out into the silo or bin or pit, whatever you want to call it. I look and make sure I don't see shavings coming out of my trailer or any dust or anything like that. When the dust clears and you don't see anything else coming out, the trailer is probably empty. And also, it's a green button or a green light that lights up to let you know that it's ready. Okay, so this looks like a Shavings truck, so let me try to scan in once again. Now, if it's not a Shavings truck, it's gonna still tell me it's a Shavings. But I think it is a Shavings truck. So now I have my yard pass. That truck is still up in the air. He's trying to make sure he's totally empty. So yes, I have my yard pass now. And we're gonna go to the back. They can scale and come in. And by that time, I will be backed up on the dump, then probably be up in the air. So, these probably chips or lard or fuel. I say it's two different dumps. The Shavings dump is here on the right. You still kind of see the truck up in there, the blue truck. And straight ahead is another truck going up in there on the chip dump. And so I'm going to make this left, not left. I'm going to make this right. And straight ahead is the chip, bark, and fuel scales. That's the scale they will scale in on and dump straight ahead. In the Shavings. I haven't seen it yet. So I'm sure he'll see me and come around before I even get on the dump. But this truck is now coming down. So, and the light is flashing green, so he's good to come down. Okay, he's all the way down. He's going to pull off after he closes back gate, and then I'm going to back onto it. And also with this dump, or with this meal period, we have to call the control room and let them know what we're carrying and what dump we're on so they can authorize the dump. over in our shavings to make sure they're not too wet. There we go. I've done this countless times. I just still go slow. Make sure I don't scrape my feet. Look at those clothes in the front. That's tight. That's crazy. He's gonna test my moisture after I open my bag. These are my yard pads that I got from the kiosk. He's gonna write down the information. And hopefully I'm not wet. Also, I'm going to open my tarp and open my gate as well. How you been? Let's see. I hope. We're going to cross our fingers. Cross our fingers. Okay.
See, this time right here, I'm gonna let you see it.
Uh-huh. Let's see.
That's all I do. Make sure you open up wide enough.
Uh-huh.
Stick it in. See, you gotta do it 2 or 3 times to get a good read. 9 open.
I'm good.
You good. 14.
Woo! It's been raining too. I was scared. I didn't see you. I was like, where's Tim at?
I'm trying to hit the truck right now. He's been hitting this spot all day. And he ain't, they don't dump number 1 or dump number 1 been weather. plant's been messed up, but it messed up earlier, but they couldn't get him because the plant, the guy that's supposed to be doing that, been on the plant all day, and that big thing right there, all that stuff on there, all day long. So I went over and I said, man, like, I went to the supervisor, they finally got 2 people on it. I went to tell him, he said, man, I said, I told him, I said, he's been here all day long. He said, yeah, and I didn't bring nothing to eat. I said, you want a ham sandwich? I got some ham.
You have everything. Sandwiches, drinks.
I'm gonna fix it. Well, I'm fixing to go get him a Coke and some Funyuns.
Oh, that's nice. Yeah.
I'm
gonna open my tarp. My tarp is opening.
Shake yourself on the nuts. Here, good to go.
Thank you.
But yeah, that's a good deli ham too.
Oh, you got it like cut.
Black forest, yeah.
I get the Cajun turkey. Yeah. I could imagine. Thank you. Okay. And the truck is going up in the air. And this is the board I was talking about where the light, you hit up and it'll go green here when it's time to push it to go down. But we're gonna walk off to the side just so I can show y'all what it looks like. The shavings coming out of the truck. Look at the back of the trailer, you can see the shavings coming out. So I wasn't wet. My shavings were within range, so I could stay on this dump and dump. I didn't have to move to another dump, which is great, because if I have to move to another dump, I have to get in line with those trucks you saw on the right side. So I will be down here for some hours if I had to wait on those trucks to dump. They're still coming out of the very back of the trailer into the pit. So now the truck has stopped. I'm just going to wash the back of the trailer until I see nothing coming out or no dust or both. So I'm just going to wash the back of the trailer until I see no dust or nothing coming out. The shavings do come out slower than the chips, the bark, and the fuel. So the truck stays in the air a little longer. Sometimes the bark, it takes time for that to come out as well, but the shavings, it takes a little more time to come out of the trailer to get empty. As you can see, it's still coming out, still flowing out the back. You can see the dust or whatever, so you know my trailer is not empty. So I'm gonna keep it up in the air a little longer. Now this meal, I'll let the truck down myself. So whenever I feel like my trailer is empty, I will just go push the button and the truck will come down. It's a bad bad weather tonight and tomorrow. So we'll see what happens with that. It's supposed to snow and all that stuff. Now if you're looking at the back of the trailer, you can see the shavings. They're still flowing out. So my trailer is not empty yet. You have shavings still flowing out of my trailer. And then when I get back to the control board over here, I also wait till the light go green. Because a lot of times my trailer is empty before the light goes green. But I just want to make sure that it's totally empty. So I just wait for the light to go green. I don't know if they have it like set on a timer, or I know some dumps they can see in the back of the trailer and they just authorize it to go green. I'm not sure, but just to make sure, because I don't want to come down and then have to go back up in the air. And then also the truck that was behind me hasn't made it around here yet, but a lot of times the truck drivers don't be too happy when you have to go back up in the air, but sometimes you have to do what you have to do. It happens. Okay, now it's a little more clear. I see less shavings coming out, so my trailer is pretty much, it's empty. I think I'm empty now. So you see in the back of the trailer is no more shavings coming out. You don't see any dust or anything. So we're gonna walk back to the control board. Okay, see, it's flashing green for down. We're gonna hit that and the truck is gonna come down. This truck have pulled up now. This shavings truck is waiting to back on the dump after me. My truck have safely landed. So now we ride with the tarps open, so I'm not going to close the tarp. I'm gonna leave that open, but I'm going to go close the back gate. The back gate is closed. We're good to go. VS vest on, I have my safety glasses, and I have my hard hat on as well. So it's always required, no exceptions. That said, majority or most of the meals, but most definitely here. You're also supposed to have earplugs in, but I noticed they really don't say a lot about the earplugs. And then I always have like a head wrap on my head that seems to always cover my ears anyway. So I don't know if that's the reason why they can't see my ears and tell that it's earplugs in my ear and they just don't say anything. But we do supposed to have earplugs as well. So now, the scale that I came in on, I do not leave back out on that scale. I scale out on the chips, bark, and fuel scale. So I'm going to stop there and scale out and get my empty ticket, and then I will be good to go. This is my last load. We typically normally do 2 loads a day. If our clocks allow it, we'll do 3. But this is my second load, and I am done for today. So I am going home. My day is done. It's over. I went to Ashdown this morning with a load of chips. And so my second load was the Shavings load. So I'm done. Here on the left is the bark dump, fuel dump, and chip dump. And also, if we have shavings that are wet, like he tested my moisture in the shavings and said I was good to go. Now, if I was wet, I would come over here and dump. But like I said, I couldn't just come over here and back into the dump. I would have to go back outside the gate and get in line and then wait my turn and then come in and dump. So their process is a little longer now. All days it's not like that, but majority of the time this dump is always full. You see, you have someone set up, 2 people are backed into, it's 2 dumps. You have this dump here that's on the left side is the bark dump. Both of them are chip dumps, but you dump the bark on the first one, and then on the second one is the chip dump. And then you have a man set up here, and 2 people are backed in already. And someone is set up in front of this bark dump to back up after this truck come out. So now the pass that I printed out to get back here is the same pass I'm going to scan on this outbound scale to get my empty weight ticket. And then I will be good to go. Okay, so this is the scales that I was talking about. That's the chip, bark, and fuel scale. So if I have, Mavericks don't bring chips down here. We just bring shavings and bark and fuel. But if I would have bark or fuel, I will come to this scale on the left side. As you see the log truck coming in. And the, is he coming over here? Yeah, the other truck, which is probably a chip bark truck. That's the scale I would use. So let me get my empty weight ticket. I will be back. My ticket, so I am good to go. I'm trying to decide if I want to pull up here on the side and go in and use the restroom before I head home, because I have a 2-hour drive home. Waiting to put on the scale for the chip, bark, and fuel dome. Now I don't know what he has, but he has more than 3. Now they do have a restroom down here, and it's here to the left, which I'm thinking about going into this restroom. There's somebody on the scale that's waiting for me to come out. Now this truck here that's to the left, that is a Shavings truck. He just scaled in. Okay, so I did go in to use the restroom because I did not want to use a porta potty. So this is the shaving scale that I scaled in on when I first got here. There's no shavings truck waiting. So yeah. There still is a line outside this gate that is for fuel, bark, and chips once again. And they're in line, so as a truck comes out, a truck goes in. I want to say thank you for watching. Check like, comment, subscribe, hit that notification bell so you can get all my latest videos. And I hope you enjoyed this video of this process of coming to the mills, dumping my truck. Thank you for watching my channel, and everyone have a great day. Look at then Duncan came out. Hope y'all got snacks.